Found another video on the Surveyor 3. Quite interesting. They show you where that cable that comes down from the top goes. It goes into the first port, the one that they always show that there's no connection to it.
We still haven't seen the bolt cutters they allegedly used to remove it, have they?
When you see the cue cards and it's two-man carrying the thing, must have been a good size.
Yeah, that's why they can't take a photograph of it if they're both carrying the bolt cutters.
You'd think it'd be in the museum.
You would, yes. And you'd also expect to see in the museum where they've allegedly got the camera from Surveyor 3, you'd see where the bolt cutters had severed the supports. Because a bolt cutter leaves a very distinct impression when it is used.
It's funny, you don't see even an image or talked about in their equipment list of tools.
That's a good point.
Just simply isn't there.
Well, maybe they picked it up from previous visitors to the moon.
They'll update it.
Oh, they will, yes.
We'll get an update, and then they will have examples of it in all of their museums.
Which just shows that NASA listened to what we say.
This is Surveyor 1. I found another video on the Surveyor 3. Quite interesting. They show you where that cable that comes down from the top goes. It goes into the first port, the one that they always show that there's no connection to it. This is Surveyor 1, but it is interesting that the motor that is mounted to control the pin on that mirror, there's actually a motor up there higher. Completely different. I've never seen this one before. We've only seen 3, 5, and 7. This is Surveyor 1.
It's got solar panels, right? So I have the images of Surveyor 1, and it has solar panels and does not have an antenna. It just has 2 solar panels up there.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, they're showing it over here. Yeah, there is. It's the same thing. It's claiming to be a planar antenna, and yet it's that same desktop idea.
But there's solar panels on it, right?
Oh, yeah, there's solar panels on this one.
Yeah. It's not a planar antenna. It's actually solar panels on both sides of it. They had to update Surveyor 3 to a planar antenna because Russia claimed that their probe had a planar antenna on it as well.
So America had to have one as well.
And I think the Russian one is just a kid's school desk or something, like grade 3 school desk or something they put up there with an inkwell on it. You know, so NASA responded saying they took their coffee counter and cut it off because it's cut on the angle there. I think that's the top of their coffee counter in their lunchroom that they cut off and stuck it on there.
It certainly looks like it. It certainly doesn't look like a proper antenna.
Well, when you got billions of dollars, why would you build something from scratch when you already got it handy? It took 400,000 people to build that damn thing.
This is interesting. Yes, there is solar panels on one side, but there's nothing on the other.
Oh,
And you should see this one, the directional antenna. Oh, that's quite interesting. There is nothing on it. Quite interesting. There is nothing on it.
oh God. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Now, I would like you to take a look at the plate, the one they call the antenna on Surveyor 1, and then look at it on all the other surveyors. There's 1, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Look at the antenna, this thing that's supposed to be the planar antenna. Now it's black and it has a curve in it. Where's the desktop? Where's the edges on this? There's no edge on this like the edge that they're showing. We don't know. I mean, they're claiming this is Surveyor 1, 3, 5, 6, and 7, right? This is what they're claiming, but we don't know that for a fact because you know how disingenuous some of these articles are. This is
in the picture with the Surveyor, in fact, only two of them, Surveyor 3 and Surveyor 7, have got scoops. And you've got the surface sampler instrument, and then you've got the surface sampler auxiliary. So how does the scoop get its scooped soil into the measuring device? And if it's going to do that, you've got to have quite a lot of power because you've got to heat the thing up until it's emitting the various components that you've scooped up.